I didn't even get my coat off for this. My coat's still on. What's cracking? My cousin used to say, "What's bracking?" And he went to like LA and said that. Man, that was a mistake. So, what's up, everybody? VIP Patreon gang, what's up? I know y'all Patreons are loving it. Y'all been eating it up. Gobble, gobble. We got the hottest Patreon on Patreon. But I'm here to let y'all know the Dorian Williams scene. Look at that. Yes, Joy Taylor and Taylor Rooks situation. We're here to talk about that. Now, it got really caught off guard with this whole accusations and all the stuff that went on with Joy Taylor. And like I said on the Patreon, whether it's true or false, I have a hard time finding the crime that Joy Taylor committed. Why is she mentioned in this lawsuit? That is the most puzzling part. Besides the fact she's mad she got fired. Like, okay. She didn't like me no more. Okay. She don't want you doing her hair no more. So you're just going to blow up her spot. But anyway, that's beside the point. This is about Taylor Rooks and Joy Taylor. They had a podcast show called Too Personal. And I never liked the name. I thought the name of the podcast should be called Joy Taylor Rooks. Because they, her last name is Taylor, her first name is Taylor. So, the Taylor in the middle, we have Joy Taylor Rooks. And I was like, wow, that'd be the point podcast day. I always wanted to see these two in the podcast. And I always wanted to see these two, in a three-way. But here, the guys got the best of both worlds. They got Taylor Rooks and Joy Taylor. If you like chocolate, they got Taylor Rooks. You like the butter pecan, the mixed flavor, you got Joy Taylor. Couldn't go wrong. Couldn't go wrong with either. But I said, oh man, this is going to be a pretty good podcast show. You get to learn more about them. They got more speaking engagements and you can learn something about them. And the show started. We were big supporters. And when the show started, it seemed to be completely geared. I know they're going to go for their female audience, right? But this was kind of different. Because Joy and Taylor Rooks don't really come from a female backing. The audience that they have, that's target audience, is males. The people that follow Joy Taylor are mostly males, not female. People that follow Taylor Rooks, males. Like almost 72%. So I was like, how did they not do these numbers? Who do I think is better in bed? Whichever one is in mind. I'm going to go with Taylor Rooks because that's the one I would want in my bed. There's nothing wrong with Joy Taylor. I'm just saying. I would prefer Taylor Rooks in my bed. But anyway, that's beside the point. The point of it is the show direction was geared mostly towards women and talking to the women. And all these men are tuned in to listen. And they're basically gearing everything to like man hating, women glorifying. And it's like, well, what the hell are we doing here? We feel totally ignored. Joy Taylor put her talents to get in the position she's in now. So I'm saying Joy. How many of the other ones did? Jennifer Lawrence does Winter's Bone. Next thing you know, she's jumping on an old dude's bone named Harvey. And get 2 major franchises. Hunger Games and X-Men. And built a financial empire. Thanks to Harvey. Now, nobody giving her no trouble. That's a good one, Monica. Now, yes, judgmental man. She's got her mom's body. Now, Mr. Body Shamer. Let's get to the split. All of a sudden, without any announcement, Taylor Rooks left the show. She completely left too personal. They had did a press run, went on multiple talk shows. And out the blue, this just happened to happen. Now, here's the situation. Because after the 2 days was up, right, everybody's assuming that it is the drama that's happening now. Taylor Rooks knew it was coming and got away from Joy Taylor. That's what she knew. She got away. Now, they started it back in March. Right. They wanted to have the tough conversations. Now, Taylor Rooks quietly stepped away, but she got promoted. She's the anchor of the new NBA pregame show. She's the anchor. So she got a brand new job on top of the other job she got. So that show is on Amazon Prime. So now her NFL duties and NBA duties are here. So she's saying, I'm going to step away, but I'll return when my schedule freed up. But she said that in November, I was going to step away from the podcast, so I could be, on what I needed to do. And that was to focus on all of the things that she needed to do. Now, for some reason, things took a different direction. What went to, or what was supposed to be a show with just one person, with two people, turned out to be a show with one person. Now, you might ask yourself, well, how and why would that happen? Because that don't make any sense. Why would something like that come out of nowhere? And what was she doing it for? It blew everyone away. So they do these 1 hour podcast shows. And after all of this, right? It all changed. Joy Taylor deleted every single thing that had something to do with Taylor Rooks. This became a one-woman show with some of her friends filling in on certain days to do the show with her. Too personal with one person now it was too personal, but there's no two there. There's just Joy. Every Wednesday, Joy's gonna do it. Joy Taylor talks. And there is no Taylor Rooks. Now, everybody was thrown back by this because of the allegations. Now, how did they go from I'll be back once I'm through with my obligations to this? See, nobody wants to talk about that part. How did you go from that to this? Y'all were the best of friends, inseparable. No one could separate y'all. Now, she's not even mentioned. And all of the episodes that had her in it, deleted. Taken off the platform as if she's never existed. Why are you doing this? I was surprised Joy took this approach. Because one thing you don't want to do in this business is burn bridges. And to me, I think that was a bad move. Taylor Rooks is on the come up. She's got more at her feet. She's got NFL checks coming in with NBA checks. And Joy aligned herself with Taylor Rooks because she thought this was going to make her bigger, which it was. It was going to blow her up because, believe it or not, a lot of people don't know Joy Taylor, but they know Taylor Rooks. They've seen Taylor Rooks on the NFL sidelines. They've seen her doing interviews with Lamar Jackson at his house and everywhere else. They've seen her somewhere everywhere. NBA, the whole nine. And she's from out here. She's younger than me, but I used to watch her daddy play football for U of I. So that's a whole new world. Now, at 38, Joy's on the downside of her career. Joy's 38? I did not think Joy Taylor was 38 years of age. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Let me find out. At 38? Damn, she damn near is 38. She about to be 38 like next in about 2 weeks. Goddamn. Okay. Oh yeah, my goodness. She 37, but she about to be 38. Goddamn. Okay. Well, anyway, back to the this show, right? Joy is at the situation, well, she's at the point now where she's quietly stepped away. Like, well, not Joy, but Taylor Rooks, she went to go do the thing for Amazon. She's got Prime. Plus, she's got her own podcast show already with Bleacher Report. She stepped away because she had to do stuff, but she's already had her show on Bleacher Report. She's already got a podcast over there. So this was supposed to help blow this up, so this show would get picked up by Bleacher Report or one of these other sponsors pick it up, and then it'll take off. But here's the thing. Joy Taylor doesn't know anything really about podcasting and like the other side of it. She knows about creating it and talking to the people, but she don't know about marketing and pushing it and things of that nature. That she doesn't know. She's not very good at that. So when they wanted to do this show, she wanted to say women aren't just sitting around talking about housewives. Sometimes we do, or sometimes we talk about nail color, but sometimes we're also talking about childhood trauma. Sometimes we're talking about business. Sometimes we're talking about deep culture things and influences on how we feel about ourselves. And, being patriotic. And anyone who's friends with me knows at some point in a dinner conversation, I'm going to bring up the patriarchy. Oh my gosh. So now everything she put out there, everyone's going to leave something in the comment section. So with these bombshell allegations being made about Joy Taylor and what they mean for women's sports and media is a broader sense, because the speculations have begun brewing that perhaps Taylor Rooks left the podcast because of this. And now, here's the thing, she was already gone before any of this came about. And see, my thing is this: you've already gotten your money. You've already gotten your position. You don't have to do certain things anymore. And I brought that up. And it was crazy because I did it less than a month ago, and people's like, Sino, you mentioned this. And I'm like, I damn sure did. I was like, I remember it now. I did a live stream, and I think I was in Florida. But I remember, I definitely did a live stream. And I'm going to show you guys on One Crack News. What does it say right there when you see Joy in the outfit with her boobs damn near hanging out on the floor for the whole world to see? That is too much cleavage to be shown on television. And I said, are you selling your talents or looks? And this was 1 month ago. 1 month ago. Top pressing issues that I've heard on display that was being presented to everybody that I've seen involved in the world. And it says Joy Taylor, sports, and Taylor Rooks. Highlighted. I highlighted them three. Today was over the fact that there were so many people outraged and disappointed and let down by a narrative, a fact that wasn't really a fact, but they treated it as such. They were noticing that all of these sports analysts and anchors now are all these hot female women. And you're starting to see them on the internet, IG, and you're like, are they IG model, or are they talking sports? So now you're very confused. Is this about selling sports, or are we selling sex? Or are we trying to say, look at me? Yep. Which one is it? Now, I'm not trying to single out Joy Taylor, but she's put in this box. I like Joy Taylor. Not meaning like, oh man, I want to sleep with Joy Taylor. No, that's not the case. But yeah, I remember Joy Taylor when she was younger. I think I met her at the Pro Bowl in Hawaii, and I think we played volleyball. Yep. So it was a lot of people, family members for players there. So other than that, I mean, Joy Taylor was a different type of individual. Like, she was a tomboy, basically. She was not like the Joy Taylor that you would know today. So to sell the show, as you can see, Joy's wearing some top that comes all the way down to show her cleavage. And it's like, what for if you want men to take you seriously? You see what I'm saying? If you want to be taken seriously, why are you dressing up in provocative outfits where they're not gonna be taking you seriously? Women have fought for years to be respected. So they didn't even want to show their bodies. And they were bad. And you was just gonna have to love them for that. But now you got these women that go on IG, flirt with men, and flaunt in front of men, and then wonder why the men are looking at them. And it's and then they're looking at us. Like, what are they looking at us for? It's like, what? It's like unbelievable. But then you want to know, are they really good at their job? And they was like, well, you don't ask a man that. Believe me, we know men aren't good at the job. There's men there. We see Nick Wright all the time. We know a lot of people who ain't good at the job. Men point out, dude, man, he don't know a goddamn thing of what he talking about. But if y'all look good, we gonna give y'all the benefit of the doubt. So y'all get more favorable treatment than you know. But every time there's a failure, it's all because the man didn't think the woman, they didn't want to trust her, male chauvinism, she had to deal with all of this. It's always that when there's a failure, when the actual show isn't good. Joy Taylor and Taylor Rooks show wasn't a good podcast show. It was too lenient towards women and very, very, very much against men, in my opinion. And I tried to give it. Damn, you guys had male fans. And then listening to this show, it was just like, oh my God. Y'all sound like some superficial, just snobby lesbians. That's what it sounded like. And I don't think either one of you are lesbians. Now, that was my take on One Crack News before all of this hit. So a month ago, I was saying, what are y'all doing? Then all of this noise come out. My thing is, if you have to show your cleavage to be beautiful, then you're not beautiful. There have been finer women in this world that we have seen, and we knew they were fine, and they didn't even have to show their bodies. With our imagination of knowing what was under there was enough. Right. We was little kids watching the Cosby Show. We knew Mrs. Huxtable was fine. She ain't have to show that body, but we knew what was under there. Claire Huxtable was fine. There's plenty of women. Thelma from Good Times. We knew what was under there. And Thelma was fine. We saw Topanga from Boy Meets World. Topanga was fine. The first thick-witted out there, everybody was mad. Pam from Martin. Right. If you find, it's going to show. Can you do the job? Old thick neck Ramona Shelburne, she'll tear these people up. Old thick neck, boy, that neck is thick, boy. I was like, man, she was on the offensive line. But Ramona Shelburne, boy, that thick neck, she good at her job. She could pull a damn truck. She put a mouthpiece in there, and she'd be on that strong woman contest, and she gonna win. She'd be pulling a damn truck. She's pulling a semi down the street. Depending on which Vanessa Williams you're talking about, we saw Vanessa Williams. She got stripped of her Miss America crown. The first black Miss America got stripped because she did Playboy. And they was like, why would she do that? First black Miss America, threw it all away to do Playboy. Then she lost her husband at the Playboy Mansion. Karma. Ramona Shelburne started losing weight after I made that video, so I wouldn't. The video wasn't about her. It was just mentioning the fact that she had a thick neck, and she started losing weight. But she's good at her job. That's the thing about Ramona Shelburne, is that right. Right. She might be built like an F-150 pickup, but she's good at her job. She could drink a jar of peanut butter. I don't even know what that means. But she's been dieting lately. Shelburne is one of the best. She's good at her job. Now, many of you out here are probably not going to want to take her to bed. Or maybe you do. It's all your flavor. But you see how everybody like, oh no, not Ramona Shelburne, my God. Neck like Mike Tyson. She probably could do some logs. But But the thing is, that's not the point. She's good at her job. So it's not about when you see her speaking, you paying attention to what she's saying, right? She ain't showing her cleavage. She ain't trying to do all that extra because she don't need to. Her job is to sell you what she do. And when you've made it, okay, you've shown your boobies to get where you are. All right, your boobies got you through the door. You Jennifer Love Hewitt your way to the show. Now it's time to show and prove who you are. Show them who you are. Now it's time to show them who you are. Yes, you could look beautiful when it's time to clean up, to go out and do that and perform. It's time to do what you do. I think she's married, Ramona Shelburne. I'm not trying to disrespect her at all. I'm just saying. When people look at her initially, they're not thinking, let me get up with her. You look at these two women, you go, oh my God, they like eye candy. So you want to actually see if they're good at the job now. Taylor Rooks is good at what she does. She's very good. You could tell she's more media trained or she's more skilled at interview process. Joy Taylor isn't. She's a lot better than what she used to be. She's a lot stronger now. But she's still all over the place. It comes from a lack of sense of direction and lack of preparation. Like rehearsal, going over the notes, being focused to hit those marks, like in multiple conversations. Oh, no, come on now. We all love Jennifer Love, huge tits. I was on a date going to see I Know What You Did last summer. And that was probably the last date. No, that wasn't the last date, but it was, that was our first date, actually. What am I talking about? I didn't even realize that was the date. I thought we were just going to a movie. Next thing you know, we on a double date. It was like a friend and his girl. And she was there with me, and I'm like, am I supposed to put my arm around her right now in the movie? Like, I'm like, I don't know what's happening here right now. I was confused because I'm like, I know we was chilling. And she was like, you should know what this is. Like, I'm supposed to pick up on these signs. Like, she's like, basically, I can have anybody here. And you're here. And she kind of looked like Joy Taylor. Back then, she kind of had Joy Taylor features. She's lighter than Joy, but damn sure Joy Taylor features. Joy Taylor, lighter with ruby red lipstick, same type of boobs, the whole nine. No, she's carrying the podcast show by herself now. I just think she's better. I mean, maybe it'll help her. Because on her debate show, she's getting ran through. Like Paul Pierce and Keyshawn are having their way with her. It's basically a threesome. and they taking their turns on. Oh, this sounds bad, but then the playmaker come in like, ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. And then he comes in and start getting down. Yes, my girl was racked. I've seen to have a thing for always dating those kind of women. Then one day she brings her friend out. Her friend is like Taylor Rooks, way more freakier. And I'm like, what's happening here? And it was like both of them are all on me. One on one arm, she on the other arm. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? I couldn't understand it. Both of them was on my arm, and we in the mall. And I'm like, then I ran into another chick, and she was like, so that's what you on? I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm like, nah, we just friends. She's, I saw you. I see you. Like, everybody know about that girl. I'm like, that's the first time I've ever seen this chick. But damn, she can get it. But I'm like, it's my girl with me. I'm like, what is she doing? Like, why is she putting me in this situation? This is a test? Like, why is this chick on my arm like this? Like, and she ain't saying nothing. Like, she ain't tripping or nothing. I'm like, this your friend. She talking freaky. I'm like, dog, she's talking. Everything was about sex. Every question, every word that came out of her mouth. And I'm like, she had the pierced tongue, everything. I'm like, yeah, this is a total freak. And this is your friend? So what are y'all doing? So now my whole mind is like, I know she's a freak, and I know she gonna be for whatever. Uh, all right, a candlestick in the butt with it lit, that's her. She can jump out the cake, all of it. She done did it all. Yeah, I'm talking about this chick done it all. So I'm thinking all about her. What have you done? What you been on? Like, what was you doing Wednesday? Yeah. Well, that's because I'm reading your comments, Kurt White. I'm reading a lot of people's comments in the comment sections. I just didn't ignore the chat and talk like some people do. But okay, if you want me to ignore the chat and talk, I definitely would. But I was just reading y'all comments. But no, I mean, at the end of the day, we just want to hear what you talking about. Cause it's like, okay, you seen a girl enough. It's like that hot chick that come work at the job. You know, you working at your job and the new girl come in and everybody, oh my God, the new girl, man, you seen the new girl, how hot she is? Right. That lasts for about a month. That lasts for a month before she's just another person working there. That's how this is. Everybody like the new chick. They want to sneak pictures of her, everything. She the new toy. And then the next month, she just like, all right, how you doing, Paige? What's up, Felicia? Hey, Felicia, what's up? Nothing. Did you see that? Yeah, it was okay. Are you working number 9? Why you want to work 9? Yeah, I kind of wanted to work 9 today. All right, you work 9. All right, cool. All right, you ain't even thinking about that chick no more. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know it. That's what I'm saying. Taylor looks like she got a BBL. Nah, she don't. That's all natural, bro. That's all natural. Either that or she got the best doctor in the business. Oh, Lee, don't worry about that. People screaming from the back because they want attention. Now, when you start to see situations appear, reappear, and go in a direction that doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, we're gonna talk about what's really going on with the fire and Palisades and everything. Hmm. Oh, I talked to one athlete, man. He's like, I'm gonna delete this message, but damn, why didn't I shoot my shot? If Joey was out there like that, I would have shot my shot back in 2018. He's like, I'm gonna delete this, man. But oh man, that was crazy. And he deleted it too. I just shot my shot in 2018 if I knew she was going like that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that on the Patreon because here they've been and flagged me and came up with some conspiracy theorist stuff and all that. But trust me, I ain't the only one talking like I'm talking. But the Patreon need to know. Pump and dump. Oh my god. The most of y'all saying pump and dump would never get a chance to do the damn pump. Yeah, I never forget it in my life, man. This dude talked about these chicks like, yo, ooh, she bad, ooh, she bad, man, I can't wait, ooh, man, I'm gonna get in there, dude. This dude did all this talking. We get to the party, right? We get to the party. It's bad chicks everywhere. This bad Puerto Rican chick come over. She dancing on the floor. They had the murder she wrote going. Murder she wrote. Doom, doom, doom. Murder. Man, she out there dancing. And I was like, all right, we're going over there. She looking for somebody to dance, right? All this talking this dude did all day about what he finna do at the party, all what he finna do with the girls when they see him. She coming over here. Hey, man, your ass fat as hell. Man, ooh, yeah, man, you got a fat over here. This is how he introduced himself. And she was like, okay. Hey, we ain't never seen no ass like that. I said, man, this dude literally have nothing to say. He don't know how to talk to women at all. Didn't. He just stood on the wall. So then she went to the next person and started dancing with them. And I was like, man, forgive him. I'm sorry for him. And it was all that talk, all the big man talk, all that running off at the mouth of what you finna do. Boy, it was froze up. Oh, he got roasted all the way back home. He might as well jumped out the car while it was moving. Everybody else gave him the business. Yeah, man. So how many girls you get up on? Like you super glued yourself to the wall, bro. What happened? You pull a hamstring? I ain't hear none of that talking. Oh man. Ain't hear none of that talking. I was gonna do this. I was gonna do that. You ain't do a goddamn thing. All that damn mouth. Lip wrestling. At the end of the day, he did nothing. Now, getting back to the subject at hand. Back to this, we rewind it back. Joy Taylor's upset. In my belief, she is upset. And the reason she's upset is because it did not go the way she thought it was going to go. Joy was using this to propel herself up a notch, which isn't bad. You know, she's got a lot of sponsorship opportunities now. Now she's making some good money, some really good money. She's got her own show now. Now that she got Speak, she's not the co-host, she's the host of Speak. So now her paycheck's going to be a little bit more, it's going to be coming in a little different now.
I'm going to try to keep my composure. Number one.
Oh, yeah. She said, I'm leaving on a temporary basis. Mm-hmm. Taylor Rooks is not coming back on that show. And now that she's on the sidelines being a sideline reporter for the NFL, Taylor Rooks is everywhere. She's at the Golden Globes. She's at all of these events. If Joy Taylor wanted to be mad, she'd just be mad. But it seemed like the right move. And it's the only move. Well, Joy wants that NFL money. You know, that's the thing. They were working for Fox, but they don't get that NFL money. Oh, man, I'm not high praising that chick. I'm not high praising her at all. Now, on the Patreon, we got the actual footage of that, the accuser and Joy Taylor kicking it together. Because Joy took her everywhere. We got them kicking it together in the club, turning up in Miami on Fox's dime. I kid you not, man. It's going down. Oh, yes. And the guy she said was the coke guy, the cocaine guy, he was there. He was getting loose. So if you was on the Patreon, you saw that today. And you saw that girl doing her hair and she took her everywhere. See, there it is. So Joy got nobody to blame but herself, but it's going to make her stronger. I think this is the best thing that could have happened to Joy Taylor. Because now it's like, okay, if you earn it now, if you get it now, after all this thing went down, they can't question you no more. They gonna say, okay, you might have got here by your tits and ass. Your tits and ass got you through the door, but can you stay there? Or you still gonna try to get by on your tits and ass? And remember, I was saying this before the bombshell hit. We proved that also in this video. And we also got the audio that Joy Taylor wants destroyed. Joy, I can't destroy the audio. I know you don't want me saying it, but I can't destroy that audio. She don't like that audio. It makes her sound really thirsty. But she talked about dealing with men such as Charlie and Emmanuel Ocho. She described them perfectly. Michael Irvin was sweating bullets before they even questioned him. Oh, yeah, you remember that. Yes, Joey, in my opinion, looks better than Molly. Kawhi Leonard went to check on his family during a fire that's burning down everything in California, and Chargers Clippers fans is mad that he's leaving the game. You just got back. I'm like, dog, his family, the house they live in, he wants to make sure his family's okay because people's homes are being burnt down right now. And in the area where most of these people have property and live. So he wants to make sure his family's okay. Mm-hmm. When it hits the fan, my brother, where you gonna be? If it wasn't for her, none of this would have came out. What came out? All she did was say stuff that everybody pretty much knew, except for the Charlie thing. Now, the fact that she's saying that she messed around with Charlie, right? We would have never known that, but it was none of our business. Believe me, I'm cloudy. I'm cool with it. And here it is. Y'all need to all watch this. This is free on the Patreon. The open secret of child abuse in Hollywood. We got it all in here. You see the OVO owl and everything? We got it all here. This is free. I made this free for everybody, meaning that you are not charged. Cost you nothing to see that video. I made it free for the world. You want the link to the Patreon? It's in the chat right now. That's my Patreon. Join it. Subscribe. I can't let you see that. That's my hidden Mercedes for my Patreon members only. And then you get to learn why Drake's father was banned from Canada. Nas almost got 20 years to life being around Big L. Patreon been on fire, bro. The real devil that is Tina Knowles. Told y'all she's worse than anything you can ever imagine. They don't talk about her. No, Marcellus ain't got no case from this. Look, Marcellus Wiley he. Here's the thing. Marcellus is mad the way the situation went with him and Ocho or Acho, right? Because he got blindsided. He wasn't told nothing. He was like, man, Fox Studio told him, like, we moving in another direction. And they did a straight up. Now, the problem was they didn't want to bring back Whitlock for the money that he tried to extort them. So if you want to blame anybody, blame the guy's show you went on today. He was already on the network. And he was talking about all these ideas that y'all two was talking about and going in this direction. He is so divisive and so stupid to take those type of angles and direction. I wouldn't even associate myself with him like that if I was Marcellus Wiley. Why would you want to be associated with him? That hurts your stock and brand. Yours is built off integrity. This man has none. But my thing is, Joy Taylor ain't the one that's ever start this thing if it's true. Athletes are to blame to losing millions to thoughts. Millions. Then we name the PSYOP that these people are. This has been the hottest month I've ever done. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go on record. This January, we are only 9 days in. The Patreon has blown up this much. And we still got some more to do. Do you realize we didn't get a chance to do all the videos because all the stuff that's been popping up? It's a lot more stuff that come out that we got for y'all. with like always hungry. Of course, he saw her and saw peanut butter. Peanut butter. I just want to lick you, Joy. I'm telling you, he Dynamo from doggone the Running Man movie. Every time the Dynamo showed up, he was trying to R-word somebody. I know what I'm capable of. Everybody taking shots at dude. Thank you. I'm glad you was able to do that and take that information and make some money. Yeah, so Joy got mad, as she did, and now she got the too personal show and made it all about her. And got her picture up there now. If I'm Taylor Rooks, I'm not thinking of coming back. Grab your friend. Y'all call the show too personal, and you grab your friend and y'all just do the show. Get your girlfriend to do it and spend an hour out of the day talking, and that'd be that. Straight like that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like when the rubber meets the road, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to happen? Okay? Oh, it's amazing because I hear a lot of people keep talking like what they would do if this was me, I would have done that, and oh, she know what she would have got if that was me. None of y'all got a shot. I'm sorry. You ain't getting Taylor Rooks. You ain't getting Joy Taylor. It's not happening. But it's funny to hear people on the internet talk about her. She kind of mid. She ain't got no butt. I mean, she ain't got no ass. I don't want her. If Joy Taylor was to pull up right now and be like, you kind of cute. You will climax on yourself. Right. They're beautiful girls. Okay. Nobody's taking that away from them. But at the end of the day, I'm not buying your beauty. Beauty got you here. But what you gonna do? Yeah, my buddy Tristan, man. He was the first person who ever almost died from scarlet fever. That's the first time I ever heard of it. I was like, what is that? He missed damn near the whole school year because of scarlet fever. And the teachers just gave him all A's. He came back from 2 weeks and passed the class. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, man, I had scarlet fever, but now I'm back. I'm like, oh, I see what it is. Scarlet fever in my ass. Oh yeah, I told you. One chick was like, when you gonna fly me out? When am I gonna fly you out? Fly you to what? See me? You coming to visit me, and I'm gonna fly you out to come out here to stay. When I got time to see it, I can see if you were my girl, but you ain't even my girl. Why am I flying you out? Well, you ain't even like gave me a bag. I'm like, a bag? Like what? I'm thinking she talking about money. She was like, no, like a Tom Ford bag or whatever, Birkin's bag, whatever them fashion bags is. I'm like, look, I don't ask you to buy me clothes or shopping bags or nothing. I had one girl trying to do that. She tried to dress me to what she liked to see me in. No, I don't do that. Show the text. I would if that was a situation where it was text. See, I'm old school. We actually talk to women. They call that fly me out trafficking now. Yeah, she gonna have to fly herself out. She said Scarlet Fever was a super old school virus. Well, I'll tell you what, in the 30s and 40s, shoot, it was doing its job in the 90s because he was messed up. But he was the kind of person that tried to talk about, man, I don't even like that person. And the next thing you know, he trying to get with him. That was him. So that was his karma. Tamron Hall, I don't really remember her being on that kind of time. But Juanita Jordan, yeah, people talked about what she used to do. She worked for a law firm. She was like an assistant to a lawyer. So those are the people she went to when she started dating Michael Jordan. She was assistant down there, and then she dated a drug dealer. Then she got with Reggie Theus from the Bulls. And Michael Jordan gave Reggie Theus the business. Oh my God. This is all before Michael Jordan. And Jordan was his teammate, but he didn't know Reggie Theus was already gone before Mike knew that those two was dating. And man, oh man, oh man, I might have to show y'all the game. Michael Jordan gave Reggie Theus the business every time over Juanita. It was crazy, dog. It was like an insane human being going after Reggie Theus because Reggie was coming back at him, but Reggie just playing the game. Michael Jordan ain't playing no games. He out here trying to dominate Reggie Theus. I ain't kidding. It was the battle for Juanita game. Oh yeah, his face hit the floor when he heard it wasn't no text. Did he ruin fly out culture? Oh man, wait till I show y'all what happened, man. Y'all gonna blow up. Y'all gonna lose y'all mind. Jordan took it really personal. Oh, dog, Fizdale's wife, man. Y'all don't know what happened there. I'm gonna tell you, guys was trying to shoot their shot, and Fizdale, he don't take no mess, dog, at all, especially with his wife. And dudes, they had their pop. Man, wait a minute, I'm doing too much talking. Let me get up out of here, man. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life, Ticket TV, Dreamers Pro, welcome to HDI TV, Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez. See y'all on the Patreon. Thanks everybody who liked the video and super chatted. My Cash App is Carcino. and I'm out the door.